Hello, it's Won't Do It Wednesday. Come on in the room. Hello to all of my Facebook saints, my Sunday school dropouts, and my YouTube saints. I hope you have had a wonderful week thus far, and I can't wait to talk to you. So come on in the room. If this is your first time joining us, my name's Brandolyn, and I am so happy that you're here. Make sure to tell us that you're new and where you're from so we can show you some love. But I can't wait to talk to everybody. So come on in here, and you know the rule. When you get in here, you have to let me know that you're here. So make sure to leave a comment so that I know when you get in here. Today is Won't He Do It Wednesday. And so for anyone who doesn't know, what we start off with on Won't He Do It Wednesday are just anything that happened this week that you are thankful for, anything that you're happy about. Make sure to share that with us. And I'm going to turn my phone off. Make sure to share that with us. Anything that you are grateful for. So make sure to tell us that. Hello. Let's see here. Hello, Miss Angela. Dance. And let's see here. Hello, Cheryl. You should be winding down. It's the end of the year for you. And you all, this is the one, the only, the world-renowned Miss Dot. I call her Mama Dot, but Dorothy Graves, Bishop Dorothy Graves, actually is what I call her. When I tell you this woman has a voice, whew, she will sing you under a pew. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You ever been around people just her hum? She don't even have to really sing. She could just hum, and I'm done. So, hi, Mama. I know I'm going to get in trouble for embarrassing you, but you know you can sing. So let's see here. Oh, we've got some Won't He Do It's coming in already. My son's surgery was successful. Come on, Everett. Won't he do it? Absolutely. Won't he do it? Let's see here. Okay. Hi, Kerwin. How are you? I hope all is well for you. Okay. Hello, Charles. And I'm shouting hello right back to you. Oh, you're done. It's over. You were free at last. Time for fishing and motorcycle riding. Absolutely. Enjoy yourself. Now, I'm not fishing, but I will eat whatever you catch. So we got a plan. Let's see here. Just fine. She's 6th year at Awanas. Oh, at Awanas. 16th year at Awanas. Come on now. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Oh, Heather's got something. My son, who has never liked school, graduated 5th grade with new meds, have so much hope for him in middle school. Oh, congratulations, Heather. I'm not ready. My baby girl is graduating 5th grade too, and we are headed for middle school. Ooh. Yes. So congratulations, Heather. And we know that your son is going to have a beautiful time in middle school, and you're just going to see him grow and blossom. We claim nothing else but just growing and blossoming. How about that? All right, Miss Diane. Hello from Texas. Grateful senior high schooler graduates next year. Has a full, won't he do it? A full ride scholarship? That's so won't he do it? We can pause to let you shout if you want to. Studying biochemistry. Congratulations. Woo! That's rough. Hey, my Faith, how are you? I hope all is well for you. Oh, thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Terry. I've missed you. I hope all is well. And Joanna says, grateful that I'm finally able to see my grandchildren for the first time in 9 months. Oh, that's so sweet. Hug them tight. Hug them tight. And Miss Jackie, I retired from 32 years of teaching on Friday. Well, thank you, Miss Jackie, for all of your service. And we hope that the next phase of your life is even more exciting and fun. This is what I'm talking about. We are starting off with all the gratefulness. Let's see here. Melissa, happy wedding anniversary. Had 5th year. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. You've been married for 5 years. You almost got your partner trained. Just a little bit more work and they'll be fully trained. If you've hit the 5th year mark, you're getting there. But congratulations to you. Let's see here. So let me jump right on in to some of tonight's topics. And somebody's birthday is tonight. And I want to make sure to say happy birthday. I missed who it was, but happy birthday to you. The first thing I want to do, I'm going to call this a bless your heart. I couldn't, maybe it's a couldn't be me. It's a couldn't be me. We can make this a couldn't be me. For anyone that doesn't understand, couldn't be me means just that. Have you ever seen things happen, or you've heard of situations and you just go, it couldn't be me. Oh, it couldn't have been me, because I wouldn't have been in that situation. That's what couldn't be me means. And I'm going to put this pen down because we've got some talking to do. Now, this is a no judgment zone. So I'm trying very hard not to be guilty of judging. Okay? But I'm struggling with this one. Have you all seen this young lady who just had a moment? I don't know if the spirit of Dr. Doolittle just came over her. I still don't quite understand what possessed her to do this. Q says, where did it go? Q says, you and the squirrel story was funny. We'll talk about that in a minute. That we'll get to that. We're gonna go there. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're gonna talk about that. But this young lady had a whole moment. Went to the zoo in El Paso, Texas. And I just need somebody to tell me what was she. She went to the zoo and she went into she climbed over whatever retaining situation there was, or whatever fence. They had a low-bearing fence so that, people could get a good view of the spider monkeys. Well, Dr. Doolittle herself, not only did she go into the enclosement with the spider monkeys, she went through the water, which the purpose of the water was to serve as a natural border because spider monkeys are afraid of water. So she went through the water, probably traumatized these poor little spider monkeys, and fed them. Not just anything, though. She fed them flaming hot Cheetos. Are we judging? I'm just asking. Are we judging? See. Oh, Diane. Okay, so we're judging. Diane said crazy. Just crazy. Hey, Martina, how are you? Just shows you that we didn't evolve. What an idiot. I don't, y'all. Okay, so Miss Brenda says she's judging too. Brenda says, I'm judging. No, just stating facts. Who said no, just stating facts? The comments moved quicker than I could get to it. Miss Wilma said, no, we are just stating facts. Okay. You all know, I do not consider myself an animal person. Okay. However, it's not that I'm, how should I say this? I don't have anything against animals, and I surely wouldn't do anything. They have their lane and I have mine. And I surely wouldn't do anything to harm them. Why would you feed a monkey a flaming hot Cheeto? And, okay, so everybody is judging her. Oh, yes, Miss Carol. I'm so glad you brought that up. Miss Carol says, is she a lawyer? I'm not 100% sure if she's an actual lawyer, but what I do know is she worked for a law firm. So I don't know if she was a runner, if she, was an actual lawyer, or just, I don't know what she did, but I know what she is doing, and that's standing in the unemployment line. Oh, she can't even stand it. She's looking for a job. That's what she's doing. She is looking for another job. Because so who do we feel sorry for the most in this situation? Because we got some options. Do we feel sorry for? Of course, naturally, we feel sorry for the spider monkeys who are probably traumatized all the way around. Not to mention the flames, exactly, Denise. Not to mention the flames that were coming out of the other end after you introduce someone or introduce a flaming hot Cheeto to an animal. Okay. But secondly, do we feel sorry for the zookeeper who now they probably are going to have to change that entire exhibit so people can't just walk over it and go in, because we thought the water was to protect the spider monkeys, but now we see we're going to have to protect the people. Anyway, so do we feel sorry for the zookeeper? Third, do we feel sorry for this young lady's, not this young lady. Well, do we feel sorry for this young lady? And do we feel sorry for her family? That's the bigger question. Do he feel? Oh, Melissa says he got shot to the moon from it coming out the other end. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Oh, this poor monkey. Oh, yes, Cheryl. Let's also include the zoo vet who had to examine this poor monkey after that. I just think I don't do animals, y'all. I don't. But this was just unusually cruel to me. Unusually cruel. Oh, I can't believe she did that. I really can't. It's just sad. I'm sorry. I was trying to read Roro's comment. A woman bought a ticket at a small store she goes to all the time. Bought a scratch off lotto ticket, scratched it off, but oh, Roro, we got to hear the rest of the story. So make sure to tell us. I just that was rough. And oh, is that the word I want? You know, we talked about this a few weeks ago on the show. Entitled and clueless. Going to the zoo. Yes, it's going to cost the zoo a lot of money to change that exhibit. Why would we feel sorry for her family? Let me say it this way. I know from personal experience that I've done things that my parents weren't so proud of, that no um they had nothing to do with it, but I know that I'm a product of my family. I'm a product of my father. I'm a product of my mother. So it makes it look like I have no, as my grandmother used to say, home training. So I don't know. I just feel like it's just cruel, and entitled is a very good way of explaining that situation, Carol. Thank you. And how are you, Trina? I hope all is well. She should pay the cost at the zoo. I agree 100%, because that's just ridiculous. But like I said, I don't do animals. And if you have not had a chance, you can go back. I posted a video today. I'll try to pin it to the top. I had a close encounter with a squirrel, too close. The squirrels on the campus where I work are, I guess because it's a college campus, they get a chance to eat. There's plentiful food. And so these squirrels are huge. And they walk around campus like, excuse me, you're in my way. And so if you want a quick laugh, you can see, because the minute it happened, I made a video about it to put out there for y'all. Never again is all I can say. Before we get to tonight's topic, there is a new category that I want to introduce to you guys. And I did not get a chance to make a banner for it, so I'll have it the next time I do it. But I want to do something called, Is It Just Me? This section is when I'm going to bring things to you that, have you ever seen something or there's something around and you're like, am I the only one that thinks this way? Is it just me? Does anybody else see this? Does anybody else think like me? Because it doesn't seem like it. So I'm going to bring you one just to see, and then we'll get into tonight's topic. So this morning while I was getting dressed for work, one of those I can't talk now all of a sudden. Commercials for medication came on. I couldn't even tell you what the commercial was actually selling, what the medication was about, okay? But for the sake of this, let's just say that it was on and they were doing a commercial about insomnia, okay? So you know these commercials are easy to spot because they have these people who are doing that smile like, my life is so much better now that I'm on this medication. And so it was one of those. And it's talking about this wonderful insomnia medication and how, it'll help you sleep. It'll help you feel more alive during the day, no more sleepiness in the middle of the day. Fine. But at the end of the commercial, it listed very quickly all of the side effects, which were like, this medication, please talk to your healthcare provider. This medication can cause diarrhea, headaches, rashes, confusion, inability to sleep. Now, it's for insomnia, but inability to sleep is one of the side effects. Is it just me? Or does it seem like sometimes the side effects are worse than just dealing with the original problem? I'm just asking. You guys tell me. Is it just me? I mean, I'm just asking. Let's see here. Oh, y'all are still on the monkey. Miss Denise said the side effects are worse. Hey, Valerie, the side effects are worse than the original problem sometimes. I mean, it takes them longer to list the side effects than it does to tell you the benefit of the drug. Is it just me? Okay, I'm just asking. By the time you hear the side effects, why I would ever take the pill? I just, by the time I hear all this, the commercial gives me a headache. That's the side effect of just watching the commercial. Miss Patsy says, according to the commercials, I can't take anything but Jell-O. I just don't understand. I'm just asking. Every now and then I have these moments where I'm like, is it just me? Does anybody else hear this? So, okay. Oh, yes, Miss Sandy, I agree with you 100%. The one where they list all the side effects and they say, or it may be fatal. Okay, well, I don't think I need to take it. And of course, that commercial is followed by the law firm commercial saying, if your loved one took drug, they go back. Do you know the commercial I'm talking about? I'm going to make up a drug name. Let's see here. Temambian. If your loved one ever took Temambian, please contact this law office. You know who I'm talking about, correct? It goes right behind it. You may be entitled. We are filing a lawsuit now. Anyway, I just was curious if it was just me. Well, let me get into tonight's topic, okay? I just had to ask one thing. Tony says, does it make much sense? My daughter had night terrors and the side effects were worse on her, but the problem was worse for her daddy and me. I guess it's just life. Half a dozen in this hand, 6 dozen in the other. Or how does that go? I always mess that one up. 6 in one hand, a half dozen in the other. So anyway, I was just asking because it's so odd to me. But let's get into tonight's topic. I'm so excited about this because I got an email regarding this topic. Miss Phillips, who is on here tonight, Nana Phillips, she sent me this and said that she wanted to discuss it with the group, which before we get into it, I want you to know if you ever have a topic that you think would be great, inbox it to me. Just send it right on. Whenever it hits you, just send it to me. And we'll get that taken care of. Patty, you laughing at me? Patty, me and the squirrel, we're not going to make it. Okay. We just weren't. But let me get, oh yes, or use weed killer or baby powder. Yes. Those are both the big lawsuit ones at this point. But Miss Nana sent us tonight's topic that we're going to get into. So here's the question. Which one of these is harder for you to say? Here are your options. I'm sorry. I need help. Or is it hard for you to say I love you? Let me know which one of those is hard for you to say. Okay. Is it hard for you to admit when you're wrong and say, I'm so glad that you were right. So do you have a hard time saying I'm sorry? Or do you struggle with, I need help? I can't say I need help. I need you to recognize that I may not be able to carry this by myself. I don't know. I need help is rough. That's rough. And as I'm looking, oh, Miss Betty said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a rough one for her. And then some people may struggle with, I love you. Those words carry a lot of weight for some people, a lot of extra baggage besides what they mean. And so it looks like the majority of us have a hard time asking for help. So we'll start there, but we'll also come back to you, Miss Betty, on that I'm sorry. And you too, Kelly. I hope all is well. What makes it difficult to say that you need help? What makes it hard? Is it admitting that you need help? Is it by the time you say you need help, and if anybody asks you a question or needs you to explain how you need the help, or if they don't do it the way you need them to do, you might as well do it yourself. Are you guys one of those? So tell me, what is it? Melissa, oh wait, Melissa, you've been in the game for 5 years. You've been married 5 years. On the 21st of May, and you struggle with I'm sorry. You know why? Because you didn't do nothing wrong. He did it. But my husband says he's never wrong. That's fine. Let me let you in on a little secret, okay? Now don't tell anybody this, but I'm gonna let you know something. That's fine. Let your husband think he's never wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Because you and I both know he is never wrong, but that sure don't mean he's right. So don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it at all. Just let him believe. Go right ahead. Okay. Let me go back up here. Charles says it is a pride issue. Okay. I can see that. I can definitely see that. So it damages your pride when you ask for help because you feel like somehow that's taking away from you. I understand that for sure. Miss Christine says, because I am the doer. Yes, I understand, Miss Christine, because I am a doer as well. I am the helper. So you're always there. Tina, you're saying you're the flashlight. You know, I always talk about that, or I talk about getting your shine on, and a lot of us are the flashlight, and that sounds like how you might be. When it comes to a flashlight, the flashlight is the light that you grab in an emergency. It's always there to work when you need it, and so you may have a flashlight personality. Admitting defeat. Oh, never. We don't do that. We don't fail. I understand. To accept help or to admit that you even need it is also for you meaning or acknowledging defeat or admitting defeat. Okay, well, let me give you a different way of thinking about this. And please understand, Brenda, this is the pot calling the kettle black because I struggle with this too. Think of it from a self-care perspective. It's not that you're admitting defeat. You're actually protecting yourself because when we overdo it, we're hurting ourselves. So it's a form of self-care when you ask for help. Hope that helps. That's what I have to tell myself when I finally work up the nerve to ask for help. Tony says, thinking you are not good enough to do it. Okay, so you're saying, nobody else is going to tell me I'm not good enough to do this on my own. Okay. But why is asking for help? Why does that automatically mean you're not good enough to do it? Give you an example. There, you can't see it, but right here in the corner, there's a huge wooden bookshelf that I want moved. I physically cannot move it. Doesn't mean I'm not good enough, but I can't move it. I'm going to have to ask for help. So, and that's a simple example for me to ask, why does that equate to you're not good enough? Okay. Let me skip down some. I'm used to taking care. Okay. I'm just used to taking care of people, not myself. That goes right back to Brenda. Self-care. We have to take care of ourselves. Hey, D, I'd rather ask for help when I really need it. Not most of the time. I'd rather help than be helped. Well, y'all, if we all trying to help. Okay, wait now. If we all trying to help other people, who are we helping? None of us want to ask for help, but we want to help everybody else. Who getting help if we won't ask for help, but we want to help others? That doesn't sound like anybody's getting helped. Oh, let's see here. Adrian says, if you ask for help, you feel like a failure or you're not good enough. I could also get you into trouble. Being in recovery, if you don't ask for help, it can lead you back to your own demons. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we have to break that mindset that asking for help equates I'm not good enough. I don't agree with that. It doesn't mean you're not good enough at all. At all. Okay. Let me throw this at you just for the sake of time. Who said that they struggle with I'm sorry? Let me know. Who says that I'm sorry is a struggle for me. And while we're waiting on that, I think that I feel that asking for help is showing weakness in myself. Hmm. I don't know. I think I agree. I agree. I see where that's coming from. I 100% see where that's coming from. But again, I'm going back to what I have to tell myself, and it's a struggle. When I ask for help, I am not showing a weakness in myself. I am showing a strong resolve of self care. Okay, Miss Betty. Miss Betty says, me. What about saying I'm sorry is a struggle for you? And a lot of people, while I'm waiting on that, Miss Betty, or anyone else who says they don't like saying I'm sorry, um, I've noticed that a lot of people don't say I'm sorry anymore. Instead, they say, I apologize because, like, especially I've seen people say I'm sorry, and then someone will correct them and say, you're not sorry. Don't say sorry. You are not a sorry person. Just say I apologize. So let's see here. I just feel awkward that someone is helping me with something. That's fair. That's fair. Now, Miss Betty, this part of the question is not for you because I already know this is not your ministry. Saying I'm sorry, and I'm teasing. If you want to answer this, that's fine. Do you all find it easier to say I'm sorry in order to keep peace, or say I apologize, to take ownership of something that you may not need to take ownership of because it helps the situation? It just keeps peace. I'm in recovery too. I recently relapsed because I felt guilty asking for help. No, I want everybody. And Faith, I'm so glad that you're here. And I always say, I have faith to believe to you. And I have faith to believe that you are going to be just fine. And we're here. We are here. And this family has your back. So I'm so sorry about the relapse. But hey, get up, dust yourself off, and keep it moving, ma'am. Absolutely. Let's see here. You do it all the time? Yes, I like to keep the peace. Do you feel, if you are a peacekeeper, that when you say I'm sorry, do you just let it go? Or do you feel like it takes a piece away from you? When you when you say I'm sorry, or let me just apologize for whatever you're sincere in the apology, but really you're sincerely trying to keep peace. So I'm just curious. I apologize for things I should not be sorry for. And let me just tell you all, one of my BFFs usually is on here. I'm so glad she's not on here tonight because she jumps me all the time. Quit saying you're sorry. Okay, so you guys let it go. Absolutely. Okay. Let it go. You just let it go. So you don't let it fester. If you need help in anything, then ask for it. I don't let go. Let's see here. Justin says, I don't let go. I hold grudges on myself. You too. You're in good company because I do the same thing. I can let go of grudges on other people, but sometimes I hold them against myself. And that's something that you and I are going to have to work on. We may need to be accountability partners for each other. How about that? Okay, so let me ask you guys this. Valerie says, I keep going over it in my mind and dislike that I do it. Ida, I agree with you. It eats at everyone like a cancer. Yes. Now, is there anyone out there that has a hard time saying I love you? Oh, Tootie, I love your name. Tootie, I love that. Oh, well, it's Nana's question. Nana is the one who posed this question to us. Thank you so much. She posted this. So, is there anyone that has a hard time saying I love you? Just curious. Anybody struggle with that? No, I love everyone. Okay. Now let me ask you this. Does anyone have a hard time hearing I love you? See, there's a difference there for some. Yes, Elaine, do you have a hard time saying I love you, or do you have a hard time hearing I love you? Just curious. No, saying I love you is easy for me, at least 97% of the time. I understand, Trina. We always say, we should love everyone with the love of the Lord. Well, the Lord got to take 3% of that on his own, because sometimes it's a struggle for some people. I'm just teasing. I completely understand what you're saying. It is easy to say I love you to those I really do love. I take it seriously, so I don't say it to just anyone. Absolutely. I agree. No, I make it a point to tell my family and friends all the time. Patty says sometimes. I understand, Patty. I understand. I will say this. I sure, honey, Richard, you late to the party, but it's all good. We know you were flying the skies, so I am sure. I'm glad you're safe. You are just fine. Let's see here. Vanessa says, I say I love you all the time. When I say it, I mean it. I agree. I say I love you in many ways. I say I love you in my actions. I say I love you in the way I touch people, and I say I love you physically as well. But I struggle hearing it or receiving love. Sometimes I'll admit that. Sometimes it's hard for me to receive love. For example, I'm just, because I want you guys to be honest or, transparent, put it out there. I struggle sometimes with, or 97% of the time, as Trina put it, with compliments. I struggle with compliments. Ooh, I do. I don't know why. I've always been that way. Jennifer says, I say I love you, but hugging people and family can be difficult. I understand that. I definitely understand that. There's been this new movement where you don't force your children to hug people in their family. Touch is only one way to show love. And you can show love in many different ways. If I'm sitting on the side of the road, I don't need your hug. I need you to come give me a ride, So I completely understand that everybody has their own comfort levels with the different types of love. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I tell all of them I love them. For some, I am the only person that tells them, oh, Sherry, don't make me cry. But you are so right. You are so right. And I think that's so important that we show love and we show this. That's why you need to shine all the time, because you never know who you're affecting. Yes, it is difficult to say. Of course, you wouldn't say I love you to people you don't know, but that doesn't mean you don't show them love. Does that make sense? Show them your shine. Because you don't know what type of day someone else has had. You don't know if that one kind gesture or that one smile is all that person will receive that day. So absolutely, I agree with you 100%. Elaine, when I do say I love you, I really mean it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, it's all good. That was a great topic. I absolutely loved it. I truly did. And if y'all have any more topics, you can inbox me. I think that was a great question. And just gives you some food for thought. Based on what we've just talked about, I think that we all need to work on asking for help. From my voice to everyone's ears, we all need to work on asking for help. Asking for help does not mean you're weak. Asking for help does not take anything away from you. It is a difficult thing to do, but it's all about self-care. When you ask for help, you are taking care of you. Okay? And I know that's difficult because we are helpers. We don't like asking for it. And we also, a lot of times it's the attitude of, well, if I have to ask you for help, it's obvious that I need it. So if I got to ask for it, you got to let that go, because not everyone perceives things the same way. So self-care is asking for help. Secondly, we're going to have to pray about that I'm sorry or I apologize. Because here's my question. for us. Again, pot calling the kettle black because I'm the first one to say I'm sorry just to settle it and move on. But we're settling it to keep peace. And most of the time, based on what you all said, a lot of times you just let it go and don't think anything about it. But does it come back up in other ways? Is that an unnecessary burden that you're carrying? And are you doing the other person a bigger disservice? Because now they always think they're right. Or they may not realize that's something they need to work on. Just food for thought. Let's see here. Christine says, please go to meeting or talk to a doctor sponsor. I don't know what Christine or who Christine's talking about because my comments stopped. But don't blame yourself. That sounds deep. So I'm going to go back through the comments once we get off live. But whomever that comment is for, I'm going to leave it sitting right there because I know that's family talking to somebody who needs to hear that. And always love each other. Always love each other. Okay, and Trina says that's a topic for next time. Inbox me because the comments got all crazy. So if we already have a topic for next time, please put that in there. Thank you, Q. What's going on? Q says, we need to pray for Faith. Her friend overdosed. Yes. Okay. Not a problem. Well, let's do this. My prayer for tonight is that the Lord will wrap his arms around Faith. Lord, allow her to see your glory and that you are calling her to you in the midst of what she's going through. Give her peace and comfort as she's dealing with the situation with her friend. And Lord, let her know that there are people around her or close to her that she can always reach out to, that you have put in place. And whatever those people need to say to her to get her through this situation, give them those words. Then, Lord, I also ask that everyone who can hear my voice, you strengthen them so that we can be strong for Faith. Lord, I plead the blood over Faith. And I just lift her up to you right now. Amen. I normally don't pray like that. I normally keep it very general for everyone. And I want you all to know that I will always, my prayer for us is always that we let our light shine. But in that moment, I just felt like we needed to focus on Faith. And Faith, I'm going to inbox you as soon as this live goes off. Okay? So now, everybody, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because although I was saying the words out loud, I saw the amens and I saw the praying hands. So Faith, I need you to know you're not in this alone. Look at how many people just stopped what they were doing and prayed with you and for you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. We got you. Okay? Wow. Never done that before. But hey, we do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, right? Okay. Get your shine on. Get your shine on. Get your shine on. Let me see some get your shines on. Let me see them. Let me see them. Oh, y'all are worshiping. Y'all are in prayer. I see the amens and praying hands and won't he do it and things. Oh, yes. Working us all. Working us all. As we leave, I want you to know, love you dearly. And get your shine on. I will be right here on Sunday. And the website goes live this weekend. And I cannot wait to share that with you all. And there's a couple of other things that are coming. And I have one more big surprise that I'm going to share with you all on Sunday. Okay? But get your shine on. Have a lovely night. And I will see you here on Sunday. Bye-bye.